how's it going guys? Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to take you through a chest workout, a little bit of biceps tagged on as well, just essentially using my half rack. And this is a specific workout for anyone out there who's also got a garage, gym, a small home training space that wants to get in a really effective chest session with minimal kit. Half rack, bench, a couple of dumbbells, bar, standard stuff. So let's get into the workout. Any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. And yeah, looking forward to this one.
Okay then guys, let's talk you through the structure of the session then and what I've actually done here today. So you'll see it pop up in a second that I've picked 5 exercises to get stuck into, all based around the half rack that you can see me setting up there. That first movement I'm getting set up is a decline bench press. That's why I've got the plates to just prop the bench up to get me in position for that. And then you can see on the screen now a breakdown of all the movements themselves. So we've got, like I say, first up, decline bench press, 4 sets, 10 reps. Exercise 2, flat rotating dumbbell press. Exercise 3, weighted dips. Exercise 4, incline flies. And exercise 5, we've got a little bicep superset of barbell curls and a rotating dumbbell curl straight after to finish off with a nice little bicep pump. So they're the movements. As you see, various rep ranges. That's the way I like to train when it comes to gaining muscle mass, retaining muscle mass, and it's a way I find quite enjoyable to train as well, generally, to be honest. So as we've said, first up, decline bench press. You'll see me just warming up there with an Olympic bar. Nice smooth reps, trying to just get a nice straight line that would mimic the straight line we'd get if we were using a Smith machine where it was fixed in. We want to create that kind of stability with the bar free itself. Moving up to 60 kilo there. The other reason you want to keep it nice and steady as well is because obviously you've got gravity working against you and wanting to push you down that bench. In a gym, we might have a specific bench that allows you to loop your legs up and under a roller. We haven't got that, obviously, being in the home gym. So you've got to take it steady. You don't need a massive incline. I've just got 2 25 kilo bumper plates just putting me on that little bit of a decline, and we're working up to 100 kilo there, I think it is, for my working sets. So I've taken a couple of lighter sets to get warm and then hit that 100 kilo for my working sets all the way through. But nice big chest movement, really like a decline press. Then I've moved on to this flat rotating dumbbell press. It's a variation of dumbbell press I don't see get done that often. You'll see a lot of people doing a standard overhand press, maybe a hammer grip press, but I really like the combination of the two and throwing them together in a rotating dumbbell press like you'll see here. We can use different angles on the bench as well. The thing you'll notice, I suppose, with this workout is I've worked through a few different angles. We've hit a decline on the first movement. We've now hit a flat press. We will be working on an incline as well. And that's what you want when you're kind of trying to get the best from a good chest workout. Multiple angles, so we hit every muscle fiber we can. And you can do that really nice and simply with just, like I say, a half rack, dumbbells, bar. It doesn't need to be complicated. And yeah, this movement that we're running through here, you can see we're getting a nice full stretch at the bottom of the reps, pushing through, control, but power all the way through. That's what you're looking to strive for. Good stretch on the chest, nice tight contraction as we hit the top. And then you can see me setting up now for the weighted dips. So I really like this particular half rack from York. I've talked about it before on the channel. Lots of different attachments, including the parallel dip bars. This is a really sturdy pair of dip bars. Sometimes they can be a bit rickety on some of the cheaper half racks, but this is a rock solid, heavy set of dip bars that feels really nice and stable as you're going through the movement, and that's what you want if you're doing even just body weight dips. There's going to be a good amount of stress going through those bars, and if you're throwing in some extra weight on a dip belt like I've got there, then you want plenty of stability. You can see I'm trying to get down to a right angle at the elbow, leaning into the movement to really get a stretch across the chest. Obviously, you're going to get triceps come in as well to a degree. You're not going to get away from that when it comes to any kind of pressing work, but leaning into the movement is what's going to emphasize using the chest a little bit more. And again, just like all the movements so far, trying to do the movement with maximum stability, control, full stretch, full squeeze. And one other thing, trying to breathe the air out as we're coming up, breathe the air in on the way down. So that's the dips done and dusted. Then we moved on to one of the lighter chest movements. This is the incline dumbbell fly. Really, really key on this kind of movement to keep a really fixed, solid angle at the elbow, a very, very slight bend. You don't want to be locked out at the elbows. You're going to put too much stress through the elbow and the shoulder joint. But then equally, we don't want to be flapping and bending at the elbow actively as we're doing the movement. We want to keep the elbow stable. You're only going to do that if you keep biceps and triceps nice and tight. And then just look for the point at which you feel the stretch on the chest. Depending on what your mobility in the chest is like will depend on where that is. I can get quite a nice deep stretch on the chest at that position I'm hitting at the bottom there, and then try not to lose any tension as we come up to the top. It's very easy on dumbbell flies to take a little bit of a breather at the top and just catch your breath. You've got to really consciously squeeze at the top to get the best from it, as well as get the best out of the stretch at the bottom. So lots of control, lots of reps on this, and yeah, you'll get a hell of a pump on the chest. Be humble with the weight you choose to use. You do not need a heck of a lot of weight on this type of movement. So then that brings us on to the last little bit then, the little bicep burnout. I like to train biceps tagged on with chest because when I come onto them, they're fresh compared to what a lot of people do, which is the chest and tricep split. I just find my triceps are a bit cooked if I've got the best out of my chest training, and yeah, then I feel like I've got kind of a second wind of energy to get the best out of a little burnout on the biceps. So we've gone Olympic barbell curl. Yes, we're curling in the squat rack, but if you own the squat rack, you do what the hell you want. You're not upsetting anyone, you're not stopping anyone squatting. So as always, nice full stretch. We're trying to get that bar all the way down to the thighs, not bounce it off the thighs. Give it a split second to stretch, breathe, and then big squeeze coming up. I'm trying to create a big semicircle, pulling that bar up away from the body without taking the elbows too far forward, and then back to the top of the chest again without resisting, without the temptation of putting the bar onto the chest and having a breather at all. So then we've gone straight into the rotating dumbbell curl. Doesn't need to be heavy. I think I'm literally just using a pair of 15s here. And that for 10 reps or so is hard going. Once you've obviously gone hard on the bar, you're just trying to squeeze anything you've got left in the biceps out. You can see the tricep kicking in at the bottom of the movement. That shows that the bicep's going to be nice and fully stretched. And we're just trying to squeeze to the top in the same way we would with the bar, but with the rotation, and not let the body sway too much backwards and forwards. You're going to get a bit of it, but try and resist the urge to over egg it. So that's the workout anyway, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll just finish it up now.
There you go then. Session done and dusted. I hope that shows you just how much you can get out of using something big and simple, like a half rack, bench, bar, a couple of dumbbells. You don't need much more than that when it comes to kind of getting up and running a decent garage gym setup. So I hope you enjoyed that. Take a bit of value from it. And yeah, if you've got any questions, as always, drop them in the comments. Likes, subscribes, always welcome. And I'll see you in the next one.